Well, good morning. This is Plant Smart Living with Farmer Fred. Really glad you could join me today out here in the vegetable garden. Well, you know, occasionally I get questions asked by subscribers. And so I thought I would take some time today and answer this good question that Earl asks here. Because I live in town and have limited space, I have a shade tree that partially shades my garden in the morning. What should I plant in sunny and shaded parts of the garden? So that's a really great question. It's a beautiful day here in the springtime, and so I hope to do my best to answer this question. So thanks for joining me today out here in the vegetable garden. So you have your leafy greens in the garden, and then you have your vegetables like your melons, your cucumbers, your tomatoes, your peppers, plants that bear fruit and also have a root. Like for instance behind me in a couple of my raised beds, I grow sweet potatoes, and then I have some butternut squash, some watermelons, and then my 18-foot by 30-foot bed over there, I grow my peppers and my tomatoes, and I even have some broccoli there under the row cover. And so those are plants that bear vegetables. They're root vegetables, and like potatoes are a root vegetable, carrots are a root vegetable. Well, anyhow, those type of vegetables like a good 6 to 8 hours of sunlight, and I say the more the better for those type of vegetables. But your leafy greens, like your lettuce and your kale or your Swiss chard, they can get away with, say, 4 to 6 hours of sunlight. If you were to try to grow vegetables that bear fruit in partial shade, they may grow some, but they're not going to get near as large or produce, as they normally would. And so that's an easy rule to remember. If leafy greens, you can get away with 4 to 6 hours of sunlight. Anything that has a root or a fruit needs a good 6 to 8 hours of sunlight. The more, the better. And so I've had great success here in my garden. Whenever you plant or design a garden, you want to make sure, you take a look at your sun orientation, during the day, and then plan your garden around that. Make sure you have good full sun for those type of vegetables, and then shade. Even under my row covers, they allow like 85% light transmission, and so with my broccoli under the row covers, they still get plenty of light. So anyhow, I hope that answers your question today, and I just want to thank you for joining me today out here in the garden. And if you have any questions or comments, feel free to leave them in the section below. And you can also visit us at plantsmartliving.com, and there you can learn more about gardening and also how you can reclaim your health by adopting a whole food, plant-based lifestyle. So anyhow, I hope you have a wonderful day today. So until next time, this is Plant Smart Living with Farmer Fred. it.